Hello and welcome to the Every Woman Show 2.5 edition. And yes, this is the podcast series. So today we're going to be talking about online dating. Let's get excited. Do you have a profile? What do you look for in a profile? And have you done online dated and are you looking forward to it? Let's get into it. So, has anybody on here got an online profile?
Unfortunately, I regret it.
You regret it?
Yeah, I made one on Facebook. You remember when Facebook dating first came out? I was like, let me see whose son on here. And so, you know what I'm saying? I went on there and I met this guy. He kind of sucked. And I never met anybody else off of online for Facebook. I gave up on it. Like, he sucked.
No.
He sucked so much.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
was that the only one you gave a chance?
Yeah. He ruined it for everyone else.
Oh, that's sad.
Wow.
It's like once you
As
get
far
scarred,
as when
you
it
get
comes
scarred.
to Facebook dating, like, yeah, he ruined it for everybody.
Facebook dating is a bad.
Yeah.
You know
I heard
what?
there's
My
a fake profile on me on Plenty of Fish. I didn't make it.
Oh.
Plenty of fish.
Yeah, I didn't make it.
Are you in the sea?
I'm a Pisces.
Well, okay, how about you, Lauren?
You know what? I learned a valuable lesson from online dating. I shared my story before with you guys about the catfish, but I'm not going to share it again. But what I did learn is I forgot which website it is, but it's one of the ones that's like the better ones. Once I put all of everything I was looking for and my perfect guy, there was literally like 6 people in the whole entire world that matched what I was looking for.
6.
That helps me realize, Lauren, are you insane? Because 6 people in the whole world, maybe you need to think a little deeper into like what's really important and what's not. So I think that was one of the good things that happened to me from just realizing how unrealistic I am. Oh, and the 6 people, nobody lived in Detroit.
That's always
They were
a
all
catch.
somewhere else. So
It's always a catch.
yeah.
All right,
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Yo, come on.
I'm not doing it, man. Listen, let me tell you
on.
something. I got married in 2013. And I got married after knowing this guy for 3 months. And I moved to Japan, clutch your pearls. And it was through a Facebook Messenger back and forth. That was during a time where I was in a lot of different magazines. I was, that was like the video vixen era, right?
Okay.
And so because I was a thicker model, I was able to get more like magazine work. And so they sold my magazine all over the world. I let everybody be my Facebook friend, okay?
That's right.
Everybody, anybody who wanted to be. And then my little sister at the time was stationed in Korea. So I'm like, dang, man, my little sister's stationed. And I had like this affinity for the military, you know? This guy creeps in my DMs on Facebook. It wasn't called that at the time. And he starts talking to me about Calvin Johnson. He starts talking to me about football Sundays. He's out on a ship in Japan. It was so awesome and cool. And we were just nice and friendly. And then eventually we got married. And then we got divorced. And long story short, online dating, that was like my big experience with it. And it took me around the world and it was amazing. And it was also very, very like, I learned a lot. I think you might have even met my ex-husband.
I did.
He was a very kind but strange man in some ways.
Interesting fellow.
Definitely. A Navy,
Okay.
a shipman or something. My friends who are military spouses don't kill me because I definitely got immersed in the culture. Long story short, back to online dating, I will neither confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Because when I was married, it started popping off. And then after that, I'm like, well, I'm scared.
Well, I'm going to say, I have been single now for the whole summer. So, and now it's like I finally, for the first time, like 2 days ago, made a profile. Yes, I did.
What app?
Okay, on Facebook. I don't know why,
Facebook
but
dating.
I put it on Facebook dating. Now, I don't know. I can't even find it, though. That's the problem. So
You can't find your profile?
I can't find my
I hope you
profile. I
found it.
can't
Find it
find if
after.
somebody's trying to look for me, because if you're looking for me, I'm looking for you.
Girl, don't look for them on there.
But
They all
I'm
suck.
just trying to figure out what happened. But the whole thing
You don't
is,
mess around and get found.
okay, I'm hoping so. So my question
get
is,
chose.
what would you put on your profile? Because I know me, myself, I actually kept my profile very simple. I did put out several nice pictures, I think, of myself that will hopefully attract somebody interesting. And the only reason why I did it was because I actually seen some interesting people on there that I was like, okay.
They fine on there.
So
On Facebook.
On there.
Can I-
They fine
yeah,
Facebook.
it was like,
Can I know I know you just asked the question, but I want to know the pictures that you posted. What do you think the impression of that you're giving from those pictures? What do you think when people see those pictures? What do they think? Because I know you putting them out thinking, oh yeah, this is my best foot forward. But what do you think is giving? Like,
I'm hoping that it's giving that I'm dramatic. Because I am.
I love that. Let them know straight up.
We're gonna be straight up
real.
because I'm gonna give them the real. Okay, every picture was a different wig because that's what you're gonna get.
That's
with
what
me.
you do.
That's what you're gonna get with
I
me.
love
It's
that.
gonna always be a different
every
look,
woman.
a different wig. I put a body shot because yes, I'm thicker than a Snicker, and I want you to know that up front. Don't think that I'm a size 9 because I'm not. I'm all a 12, 14, and I wanted them to see all of that so that way you're not, confused. And yes, I got children, and so I put those things out there because it's real. And so I don't want to we're not going to surprise you later. Let me let you know that right now. So
Don't get ahead of it.
I did try to keep it pretty real. Now, so that's that part. So what did you guys put on your profile, or what would you put on your profile if you decided to make another one?
If I really did decide to truly give online dating another try, I would put my intentions, because I like to date with a purpose. Like,
okay,
you trying to be my boyfriend or not? It doesn't say you want to get married one day. I know it ain't gonna happen overnight, but don't bother me if that's not your intent. Like,
right.
I don't need a free meal. I can go to dinner with my homegirls or by myself or whatever, so.
Because the free meal ain't free.
Yeah.
Right. I just would,
pay for that.
I would put my intentions on there. Like, my time is very valuable. I do not have a lot of free time. So if I take free time out of my day to go on a date with your almost musty ass, then hopefully he's not really almost musty, but when they annoy me, they musty. But it's kind of like, if I take that time out of my day to really go out with you, like, respect it. Respect that time that I'm giving you.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time.
One of my favorite quotes is, I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's something to the effect of, don't start a spark unless you're ready to be consumed by the fire.
Yes.
And that's I agree with you. Like, putting your intentions out there in the beginning.
It matters. And then don't introduce me to something and then take it away. Like,
Like, don't wake up my love.
We going up to, we
Putting their
going
best
out
foot
to,
forward.
Yeah. And then you want to take it away. You came out here with these nice little shiny lemon pepper steppers, but now you got on biscuits. Like, don't do that to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't introduce me to something great and take it away, because then I'm gonna like, what was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, guys complain about females doing that. You know what I'm saying? Met you, you was shaped like a Coke bottle, now you shaped like a 2-liter. You know what I'm saying? So, they get mad at this. So I get mad at that too. Like, don't take it away from me.
If I had a dating profile, and I'm not saying I do or I don't, if I were to have one, I think I would want to lead with my qualities.
Okay.
I want to talk about myself in a way that's flattering and honest and just confident in who I am, because, I've gotten to this point and here I am putting myself online, so I might as well go ahead and let y'all know what it is. And not in a abrasive or in your face and I'm this and that's it, but like, thoughtful, busy, blah, 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 blah. That's me. I'm Sabrina. Hi. Like, that's how I would do it.
Y'all know a mistake I made?
What is it?
I didn't know this was a bad thing. But I had on my regular profile and on my other profiles and stuff, I had free spirit.
Should I take that off? I put that on my profile.
Girl, they gonna think you a hoe. Okay.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yes.
Say you a paid spirit, not a free spirit. You a paid
know.
spirit.
Let me
Okay.
hear
For my definition of free spirit, it just means like you love, you're in touch with yourself, you're expressive. That ain't mean I was busting it wide open for everybody. Like, I don't know why but from my understanding,
all of that means hoe.
Oh, see, to me,
no,
that's
that don't.
that is messed up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm getting it, and I'm hearing what you're saying, and all of that means
free spirit. The guy means like you lean off girlfriends or something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, I'm so thinking. To me, free spirit is like, yes, I'll go camping.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll try
fun.
bowling even if I have fake nails on. Yes, I'll, you know what I'm saying?
you ain't live till you threw a strike. You ain't live till you threw a strike and also threw a nail. That's some stuff right there. That's some living. That's some living. I don't know
That's
about.
what I
If you
think
got a
free
pickup truck
spirit
and you
is.
say you want to go and watch the stars and talk, like, that sounds fun to me.
With a little picnic in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Just find a synonym. Go
That's
to synonym.com or
free-spirit.
something and just don't put free spirit. Just
Don't
put something
put free
different.
spirit.
I gotta
on
hurry
nothing.
and find that profile.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need you to find it.
Because they going to try to get your spirit, girl.
I've had
It's
a
not
profile.
free. It's not free. It's paid for on the cross.
I've had a profile, and it's interesting hearing all the things that you guys would put because, and this might not be the best way of thinking, but I don't put anything about myself because I know I'm I know you're gonna get something good out of this.
Okay.
I'm putting kind of what I'm looking for, and because once you get to meet me, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, So I'm more concerned with you, and then you can get to know me. It's weird. I know it sounds crazy even me saying it.
I get it.
But how does that work out? Like, how does that
It
work
works
for you?
fine because what it does is it's like a funnel situation. They all reach out from the pictures. You already know, which is okay. Physically, you like me. Okay,
That's the start.
That's a start, but it's so superficial and just like, of course. But so I already know you're gonna reach out just off the pictures. We putting our best foot forward in these pictures, y'all. We're not putting our early morning, just woke up picture. We putting our best pictures out there. So y'all gonna reach out. So if I let you know right now, don't even talk to me if you're not over 6 feet. If these are my deal breakers, blah, 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 it really shuts down a lot of people from coming in. Once they come in, now we can discuss further. Of course, I always put kids on there, like, because that could be somebody's biggest deal breaker. And I put 3 kids on there. So, that just cuts out a lot of riffraff. And then by the time they get into the DMs, once they're approved, because I think it was, what was it called? Bumble? You gotta prove you gotta approve each other or something, and then you're in a conversation.
Okay.
Then we can go from there. Like the basics, we've already passed that. Now we can discuss about that type of stuff, and then eventually, we may make it on the phone. But I think like if I had to do percentages, maybe like 1% make it on the phone, and then how many dates? 0.03335 actually make it on a date. How many go past that date? 0.0000 like.
So what are some other
Numbers are low.
other ways that people you're not having the success that is optimal from this kind of like pursuit? So like there's got to be other ways to get a better result.
Success, I guess we got to look at what we think success is from the online dating world. Because to me, if there's nobody that can make it past a conversation or, just from this,
texting. Yeah.
it's like, what do I want success to be? I think it would be success if it was meant to be success, if that makes sense. I think I've dodged a lot of bullets.
So what's a successful online dating experience?
I don't know
Marriage.
yet because that would
Yeah,
definitely.
depends on
I
what your
actually
intentions
have a
are.
That's
friend-
success.
I have a friend who is getting married next year to a man she met on Tinder.
Nice.
Tinder.
And it depends on what your
Tinder.
intentions are.
Yeah,
What
she
are your
met him on
intentions?
Tinder.
Okay.
I got friends that want to just get laid. I got friends that.
Yeah,
So what is?
and those intentions matter. Like they both had the same intentions. And one of her friends, like she has her story on her wedding page and everything. So it's not. I'm not telling her business or anything, but she another one of her friends encouraged her to get on there. She got on there. Her and this guy met. They talked. They ended up hanging out. I think at a New Year's party. And then they end up in a relationship. They bought a house together, and now they are engaged. And now it's Tinder love. And it works for them.
But I want to say this too. I think people have a misconception that I think it's easy to get married. I really do. I think it's very easy. It is easy. It is easy. If I wanted to settle, I probably could have been married 5-6 times right now. It's all about
To get married,
If I was
not
to
get married.
correctly yoked and married and forever.
to stay
is
married,
easy.
to stay married
right now,
and to
if
be
I
with
settled.
somebody, the person you're supposed to be with, is a different story.
Yes.
So I don't think it's a matter of get married because there's guys that'll marry you today. There's guys that'll marry you.
yourself.
I don't
Maya
want to.
did.
I don't want to marry myself.
Somebody you could.
But what
Maya
I'm
did
saying
that.
is,
She did.
She did.
anybody can get married. I'm saying being married and being with somebody and staying with them and being with your
That's the tough
person
part.
in a
Being
healthy
happy.
relationship is a whole different thing.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying.
And that's fair.
And Maya marrying herself.
Maya, singer Maya. I
That's
believe,
weird.
I know she's in her middle to upper 40s. For the last 7 years, she's been married to herself.
I, Maya,
Because-
take myself as my awfully wedded self.
Yes, because and one of her reasonings is because she had did so much giving herself away during the beginning of her career. You know, I don't know if you guys remember when Maya first came out. You know,
I do.
okay,
She's not the first
so-
delusional person that's done this before.
Yeah. So the thing is she was with this one, she was with that one, she was with this one, she was with that one, she was with this one, she was with that one. And as she was doing her career, unfortunately, I guess because so many things didn't work out, at this point, she's given herself away so much that she's just like, I'm done with giving my body to men who don't appreciate it. And so she is in a relationship with herself.
Yeah.
Now,
So when it comes down to online dating, like, you got to know what you want then.
Yeah.
you do.
Because at some point, if you're reaching out, you
Are
know,
you
you're
looking
online, you're looking, whatever, you might be on whatever app and you're swiping and swiping and swiping. Okay, so I'll give it up. I was on an app, right?
You know,
There you go. There you go.
Nobody-
It's okay.
You only fooled yourself.
We knew. We had an idea.
I win because I wanted to see. Because again, remember my original married story? So having that story, I didn't know. I didn't know.
But it was still really a success story in the end.
Well, we ain't talking about him. We talking about dating online. So the online online dating situation with this, I was scrolling the other week on Instagram, and this really, really attractive man, some influencer, BLK, had like hired him to do like a profile, and I was like, I'm sold. I'm just gonna see what's up. And I have done video like screen recordings of the type of pictures that they put up for themselves. There's a dude with a whole plate of chicken. There's a dude with like just a picture of a restaurant. Like, it's just the funniest thing to see all the different kind of men that come on and they're looking to see what's up, you know? And it's like,
Okay.
how are you putting yourself out here? Like, what are you really trying to like attract here? You gotta know what you want.
So
there's
what
this-
well, that was my thing. So what attracts you then? What will get your attention?
handsomeness, but that's only going to get you
Visual.
so far. That's just
Visual.
the visual. Like, I know a lot of handsome men. Most of my boyfriends were fine. Like,
Hey.
God, they not fine as
I'm
hell.
really
Like, you know what I'm saying?
just-
Like, but that's not going to keep me. Like, what are you in here?
Absolutely.
Like, I love a good spirit. I love a man with a great sense of humor. I love a manly man who can build things. Like, oh my God, you could build me a house. I love you. But, you know, it's like, I like those type of qualities. Like,
But what can you see first?
his face. You do.
To Lauren's point, if I
Yes.
put the needle in my haystack, and the haystack is all of 6 foot, this, and then I pick out who's a good person from that, then I might be closer to what I actually want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because one
Definitely.
thing that I cannot do, and I don't think it's fair to that other person, is to go to sleep every night next to somebody because he's a good person, even though you're not physically. They're not your cup of tea, but they're a good person.
When you
And
gonna
then
get there?
every night, turn around and every morning, wake up and look at him, and
this
he's
booger
so
wolf.
happy, and you're like,
You little
like that's not
ugly.
fair
You
to that
look
guy.
ugly.
And then and I got a funny story. I won't say no names, but Sabrina had a huge crush on
name,
somebody.
Oh, dang!
Uh-huh.
Dang, throw it out there then. All right.
Out there just a little bit.
Super great looking guy, right? I mean, obviously he looked good. And she's like, oh, I want to see him one day. I hope I see him out in person. And we're out in person, and there he is. And he walks up and
He sucked as a
puts
person.
his hand
didn't
out or whatever. And I was like, what do you think? She's like, what'd you call it? Hammer fingers?
Monkey paw.
Monkey paw.
Monkey
he? Did he have those? The
No, not.
It wasn't his fault.
that's
It wasn't
a
his fault. It
not
wasn't
the
his
club
fault.
condition.
nails.
That is a health condition.
No,
What I'm
not
trying-
the club nails. No, it was an actual deformed hand. Nobody would have known that.
Was it where his
gosh.
fingertips were enlarged, or was it he had a little?
What I'm
hand?
The fan is necessary, yes.
Oh,
So my point is he can be a great guy, he can be fine, but you know, dang on will, if certain things that you won't be able to
They
get
want him to
past,
touch you with the little hand.
get my hand, get my hand.
Like I don't.
It
Okay,
was-
so I got a confession, y'all. Like I've dated a lot of handicapped guys, not
Okay.
on purpose. I swear to God.
Wait. Wait.
Did you meet them online?
Wait.
Kind of, but yes, like okay,
Online?
no. Okay, so let me just explain for y'all. Judge me.
Please help.
The first guy, I did know him. He was popular in Detroit or whatever. Folks knew him, but our interactions were online. And he only had one eye. But it's like he was fine as hell, y'all. Don't judge. Okay,
One eye for
Okay.
you.
Betty White.
Did you tell he only had
but-
one eye? Did he wear a patch? I mean,
Oh no, you knew, like, you know what I'm saying? He
Okay.
was very confident still, but like he was a little bit of a jerk though. So, you know, that was that.
understand
I'm
that.
gonna ask
the
you his
other-
name later because I might know him.
I probably should have said that. You probably do.
Just checking.
But
just checking.
then there's another guy I dated, and he kind of like had the like smaller arm, but it was due to a football injury. But it was a really nice. He was a really nice, sweet guy. You know what I'm saying?
Did the arm work? Oh,
Not
just
really.
checking.
No. And then I dated a deaf guy before, and like, you know, like he had the hearing aid and stuff in, like, and you know, I swear this wasn't on purpose, but out of all of those guys, only one of them was really the true sweetheart. The other one was okay, but like they were kind of jerks. Except for the one, you know, but yeah.
That's my thing though. You try to do something different to think like, oh, he gonna have a good heart, or he gonna. It's like that's why I'm like, just go for what you want, because at the end of the day, they gonna be.
You're a jerk, like, you know.
And why would I deal with certain? Not to say, but you got a good heart, and I think I don't have no. Let me be quiet. I'm gonna stop. Go ahead.
I probably talk too much, but
You dated a deaf guy.
Yeah.
So did
You
you
don't talk
holler?
too much.
Did you
He had
holler?
a hearing aid. He was just hearing impaired. He wasn't fully deaf. He was just hearing impaired. Like, you
So
know,
you had to talk a little louder?
I'm already loud. My voice projects. So we had no communication issues.
So what about like the dudes that are like catfishing? I know you mentioned the catfish, and definitely
Catfishing?
Wow.
Catfishing.
I'm gonna come back to that in 2
Ooh,
seconds.
the hatfishing, that's...
2 seconds.
Yeah,
If you
okay.
guys are really fans of Every Woman, and please be fans of Every Woman, go back to the episode where Lauren talks about the dating situation, because there's a whole conversation about that. And now we're talking about catfishes, because she said she ain't gonna repeat herself, and I don't blame her.
I don't want to. No.
That's not a good story to repeat.
But I will say, I have another story now that you mentioned that.
We.
And I just hate the way it's, you know how you say stuff out your mouth and it sounds terrible, but it's
Yeah.
honest.
But real
after I
is
told
real.
y'all that.
So
Let 'em have it.
somebody had made it to the stage of chit-chatting through the text part. So we were texting, and then I was like, I don't waste time. If I feel like, okay, you made it past this, and this, I like your personality, you know, you answering these questions right, I want to meet you now. I need to see you in person.
Yeah.
And so let's hurry up and meet. And so he kept on like putting it off, and I'm like, okay. And then finally he's like, the truth is, and I hope he's not listening, he watches everything. He watches all my stuff. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, he's
shoot.
about to see
so
it. Just
he
tell
gonna
him.
see it. But when I say he's a good guy, he is a great guy. I was just immature, guys. So he said, before we meet, I just want you to know that one of my legs is shorter than the other, or some type of accent where one leg is short than the other. He said, so I have a limp. And I was like, okay, can you just describe to me like what that means? Is
How
it like
hard is the limp? Like,
Okay.
and I feel
Okay.
and it's like
But you want to know.
I want to know, cause
you want to know the
Severity.
yeah, and just after hearing your stories and how big of a heart you have, I just feel like Jesus.
Did you
Hold
have
my
that
hand.
heart? Did you have that heart?
I had the heart to let him know that we are gonna. I can't. We're gonna be.
We
We're
already
gonna be good
know.
friends, and it's not. And it's not about. It's different if you meet somebody first. You build this, and then now you got to push them around in wheelchairs. Y'all love each other, and then versus like. I'm just let you know, because I walk a lot. I'm on different events. I need you to walk with me. I need you to keep up with me.
Because he couldn't
I
walk the
got
red
it.
carpet. He's not.
It's not about. I don't want it to sound like that.
He
Like,
couldn't
but
walk.
it's I need you to walk.
He would have
with
been
me.
like, walk.
Was he tall?
Wow,
Was he,
Toy.
was he over
He
6
had
feet?
to be in order to. Yeah,
Okay.
everything was.
And see, me, little Care Bear, me would have been like, well, at least it's still a whole leg. He could have just not had one and had that little nub there and the prosthetic.
And not to say that a man with a prosthetic couldn't still
Why couldn't he
be
get
a
elevated
good
shoes?
catch.
He couldn't
Maybe.
get an elevated shoe and walk
That's the
normal?
problem with us right now. We're sitting here talking about prosthetics and whatnot. Listen, let me tell you something.
Y'all, I want to be in love. Like,
We all
and-
want to.
I'm gonna make a connection.
So I haven't dated
No.
someone in a long time where I've been smitten.
No, that's.
I finally got that smitten.
Can we
You
get
smitten?
smitten online?
I'm smitten.
You
Really?
got
Are
you?
I got smitten.
How'd you
y'all.
got it?
Online?
We did not meet online, but we communicated a lot online.
Okay.
And, it just turned into that. And, when you texting someone and you just smiling at your phone and stuff like that, like, that feels so good. It's like how Wale said, I want to enjoy the pleasure of not really knowing each other and, like, getting to know each other. Like, it feels like it's giving me 90s dating vibes.
I love that.
Oh,
It's
that's
gotta
good
be like a
stuff.
90s love song.
Because
And I wanted to touch back on when you were talking about Maya. I saw this other quote. I'm the quote queen, even though I don't remember the quotes. And it said, "I cannot afford another soul tie."
yes, I don't want that.
So I feel that, like,
Me
let me
too.
fall back. I don't need to be wrapped up in nothing else until it is right.
Exactly.
However, I'm never going to give up on love or the thought of marriage or the idea of marriage and marry myself.
Yeah.
No, that's taking it far.
I think
Yeah, I just
need
feel
help.
like,
I need help.
and that's a
I
good
want
place to be,
companionship.
knowing that I need help and I'm still open to it. And I read this book when I was going through this heartbreak, right? And also, before I forget, you talking about I've been single since the summer. I'm up here like, girl, I've been single since I ain't gonna tell y'all, but goodness, girl, that is nothing compared to what I go through. But
Well, I mean, it's still a nice. The summer months is a long time because at this point I'm getting kind of anxious.
Well, it's
Lord.
and that's
You
why
know?
it's some people who feel like you're used to being in a relationship. Like, to be honest, I'm used to being single. When I start dating someone, I have to readjust myself. I have to readjust my life. So if I make time for you and you waste that, I'm going to be livid.
So
Yeah.
so let's just vote it on or off.
Online dating.
Online dating, yay, nay, and one sentence why.
can I finish my last point, guys?
Of course.
Okay, so what I was getting at was I had a heartbreak. I ended up having to get self-help. I read this book, and instead of being brokenhearted,
What was the book?
I'll give you the name of it.
Okay.
What it taught me was, and which I accepted and I thought was a great way of thinking of it, instead of being heartbroken, what you do is your heart breaks and it breaks open and bigger every single time. So every time you go through a heartbreak, it's just hurting, but all it means is the next person is going to be loved even more. And then the next person and the next person. So I
poetic.
liked looking at it that way instead of like, oh, I'm heartbroken, I'm damaged. It's like my heart broke, but now I know I can love and I can't wait to love somebody
And
else.
you learned what type of love you want to receive. Like, I think that's important, knowing how you want to be loved. Like,
Well, my little last online thing, now it wasn't actually a dating app, but it was someone who came into my inbox that I knew from like several decades ago. And it was like, hey, let's hang out. I'm like, okay. I hadn't seen him in years. And I remember the last time, decades ago, they were cool back then. It's Taco Tuesday. Let's go have tacos. We go have tacos. Everything is great. He's handsome. He's tall. He's all these things. And he's looking like, potential. He's holding my hand. We're talking.
I like that.
Potential.
And then when it's time to go, it was sort of like, well, we wasn't ready to really go. It's like, so, but anyway, long story short, he was married. And I was so upset because it was sort of like, why would you come and wake me up? Why would you offer me to come out? Why would you even do any of
Married
these
guys
things
be the best single
as
people.
a married
It's
man? I was
crazy.
so upset because, like, I'm sitting here looking at, he could be the future
Right.
across the table. And it was so far from that. I was literally upset, because people will waste your time. So
I think that's the scary thing about online dating, because people live double lives and you just never
Yes.
It's
know.
in real life too, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It's a scary situation. I think my only actual in-person online dating experience that I fell in love with this dude when I lived in Texas out on Black Planet. And he played basketball.
Yes,
for
Black Planet,
TCU.
take it back.
And
Okay.
homie was like, he was from Houston. He had gold teeth in his mouth. And I was like, okay, I like this. And homie really did have a whole nother life. And it was just the simplest answer to why you shouldn't trust somebody online, right? But at the same time, I don't regret none of that. I had a good time.
You had a good time.
I had a
You
good time.
guys know what? When I meet a guy, and we meet like in a non-online setting, I sometimes don't want him to know my online profiles. I feel like I'll be judged, and I feel like he'll try to move forward quicker than he normally would.
Let's see.
I feel like online they just look at your persona and what you post and what you say, and that's them getting to know you. Like, you don't know me. That's the surface. That is entertainment. And
Right.
that's my problem when it comes to online dating, because they just look and they scroll and they go back. You know, and I post a lot of stuff like, you still don't know me.
Online
Like,
personas.
yeah.
So it goes back to the last question that you just asked, how we're going to end this out. How do we feel about online dating? Is it a yay or a nay or a hey? Or
It's a hey. That's what
Wait, what's a
I
hey?
like that.
In the middle?
Like, you know,
it's
hey.
not
For
a,
me, it's a
hey.
maybe.
Do you?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
Do you? Because
Maybe.
there's love out there. There's love out there. You know, and for some people, that medium makes a lot of sense. Like, I got a homegirl in New York that is like, I don't even know how to explain her job. And she's just that kind of level of smart, went to Harvard. And ended up linking up with a retired football player who is an accountant, and they are like the best of freaking friends, and they are on some app and they met it. And then there's sometimes you got a situation where it's just like, you know, swipe, who am I get some booty from tonight? Use it according to what it's supposed to be used, what you need it for.
And be
period.
honest with your intentions. I think that's the biggest thing. Be honest. Like with what you want, what you're looking for. You shouldn't be on Christian Mingles if you're just looking for some booty.
Oh,
Christian me.
yes.
I just want some booty from a nice Christian woman. No, get off of
She
here.
probably
bruh.
clean. She probably clean.
It's a hey. Hey.
It's a hey.
Hey.
You know, it's for me the hey, maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Because at the end of the day, online dating is definitely an option, and it's available to all of us, but be safe, make great choices, and be sure to make sure you know who you're talking to if you can have that opportunity, I would think, right?
I would think so.
Definitely.
I would think
I
so.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be honest with your intentions. Like, I'm not judgeful, but it's like, don't waste my time. That's my main. That's why it's a maybe for me. You know, if I want to just get some butt, I could call someone for that. I don't need to get online.
I need to meet them in person
Like,
for that.
you
Look,
know,
I need to meet them in person for that.
Listen,
I don't
every
wanna
woman
add
sees
a
2.5
stranger.
is bigger and better, and that's all we got to know.
That's right. 2.5. Here we go. Online dating. It could be a good time. Just make sure you make great choices.
Yes.
All right.
Peace.
And it's been real. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And we are Every Woman.
I am every woman.